Yo, what is up YouTube? It's Sig Sports Bets here, and in today's video, I got two player props for the Thursday night football game. It is the Dallas Cowboys versus the New York Giants. Should be a pretty good divisional matchup between these two. Historically, Dallas has always beaten Giants, so that's why they're favored by 6. But could be a lot closer than we think with the way Dallas has been playing the last couple weeks. They're coming off 2-game losing streak. Giants are coming off confident, just beating the Browns, who are a pretty average team on the offensive side of the ball. So you never really know with this game. A little too early in the season to predict it fully. But I do like how Daniel Jones has been connecting with Malik Neighbors lately. There's a reason why Malik Neighbors is number 2, obviously behind the free square with his demon line at a touchdown, because that is the only player that can do anything on the Giants offense, obviously, as a rookie. So I'm looking forward to this game a lot. Before we get into these picks, let's go to our NFL spreadsheet for our Sunday's picks of week 3. I will be honest, I have been very swamped and busy lately because I am getting married soon. So just give me some time here. I did not have a lot of time to research thoroughly for these 4 picks, so I apologize. That's why the video came out so late on Sunday morning. I will be better at trying to post these as early as possible. But anyway, let's get into these picks here. Brock Bowers was the number 2 most popular play of the week, and he hit under. J.K. Dobbins hit under as a most popular play. I didn't take him, but it's good to note that the popular plays sometimes hit the under here. After coming off such huge games, it's been a trend that they obviously will hit under after having such huge games. J.K. Dobbins, Brock Bowers, and so on. So that is a trend going on with betting, is that they are due for an under, and that's what happened this week. Brock Bowers, I thought 15.5 was way too low for him, but obviously not. He ended about 41 yards versus the worst team in the league, the Panthers. Red Rocket Andy Dalton just went off for over 300 yards, so props to them, man. I'm very happy for the Panthers organization as a whole to get that win. Anyway, Justice Hill, Ravens blew out the Cowboys. Cowboys came back at the end of the game, but came up short. Justice Hill easily hit this with his rush and receiving. Darius Slayton, he had 1 reception in the first quarter, didn't have any the rest of the game because Daniel Jones just went off with throwing to Malik Neighbors. And Singletary had a really good rushing game as well. Anthony Richardson, we had 2 choices for him that we decided to go with. His under 17 pass completions and his under 7.5 rush attempts. His rush attempts, we lost by the hook. He had 8 rush attempts, sadly. But he only had 10 pass completions versus such a stout Bears defense. I think the Bears did a really good job on defense, but Caleb Williams had those 2 crucial turnovers. They should have won that game, but sadly enough, we're 1-2, man. It's pretty hard to be a Bears fan right now, but I'm trying to get over it. Sports depression hits hard sometimes. Before we get into these picks here, I want you guys to know that it is good to have in mind of a game script going into a 1-game slate of how you think the game's going to go. Obviously, if you think Dallas is going to blow out the Giants, which I'm predicting they will, with how they have been doing that the last few years, since they have the same team besides their offensive running game. Let's go through the Dallas Cowboys team currently. They lost Tony Pollard, so their rush game has been pretty low lately. They have been rotating running backs Deuce Vaughn, Ezekiel Elliott, and Rico Dowdle. So that's why, as you can see, Dak Prescott has been hitting pretty high pass yards. He had 379 last game because they have 0 rushing game. But the rushing game did pick up week 1 because they blew out the Browns. So we're predicting that Dallas will blow out the Giants at least by 2 to 3 touchdowns. Hopefully that's not the case so we can enjoy watching the game. Obviously, we don't want a Bills-Jags game. But what I like here, I was going to do Dak Prescott. You guys can take that pick over his passing, but his line did drop by 3 yards. So I was a little bit cautious there. I want to be safe with going over on Ezekiel Elliott rush yards at 27.5. If you go to Prizepicks' lines, yes, he had 3 carries for 6 yards last game. He only had 16 yards versus New Orleans. But when they had the lead, they blew out the Cleveland Browns. He had 40 rushing yards week one. So as long as they have the lead, obviously they're going to be running the ball, rotating through those running backs. I do believe that Ezekiel Elliott is the best running back on their team, even though he's a bit washed. He should hit this line as long as they maintain that lead throughout the game, and it's not a scare for him. So, yes, it's risky. Definitely take this softly and lightly. Don't put a lot of money on these picks here. This is just a 1 game slate. But let's go to Outlier to show you guys the rush yards for Zeke. So Ezekiel Elliott, he did play on the Patriots last year. I think he was number 1 or number 2 running back. I don't remember. But he did hit 60% 6 of last 10 games. So it's not a huge rate, but I do like that the rush yards allowed for the Giants defense is ranked 23 at a value of 131.7. So Ezekiel Elliott should get a huge chunk of that 131.7 allowed. He obviously has a lot of experience running the ball. He had 46 yards as a Patriot versus the Giants last season. It was towards the end of the season. I don't think that matters too much, but I just really like this number here at 23 as the ranked defense. With the game script that we have and that the game script went that way week one, I like this pick here for Ezekiel Elliott. Going to our next pick of the day, it's going to be Daniel Jones. It's really hard to take the under here on his pass yards. 200.5. He was at 197.5 earlier today. Been bumped up, obviously, 3 yards. Obviously, we all are predicting that the Giants will be down all game. He's going to have to pass the ball a lot. He does pass it to his running back, to Malik Neighbors. Hopefully, some other wide receivers can get open as well. Last game, he hit over at 236. He had a very poor game versus Washington. Don't know what happened there, but I feel like he's picking it up now. He's connecting the ball with his wide receivers. He's getting some more confidence after such a rough preseason and beginning of the year. So, I don't know, man. This is risky. Obviously, every pick here is risky, but I like the game script. I like that they are coming off the win confident. He's connecting with Malik Neighbors. He's got some chemistry going. Take the over on Daniel Jones. And while we're at that, might as well take Malik Neighbors over his receiving line at 69.5. He barely hit under week one versus Minnesota, but has hit over the last 2 weeks. He had 127 versus Washington and 78 versus Cleveland. So very solid picks here. You got to go correlated with the Giants here. Obviously being down most of the game. So this is the game script we're going with. Like I said, Dallas should be up most of the game. Going to be running the ball, especially towards the end of the game. Zeke should get his rushing yards, only needs 28. Daniel Jones will be throwing in Malik Neighbors. Cowboys defense has been letting up a lot of yards to offenses through the first 3 weeks. So I like these picks here. Lock them in before the game starts on Thursday night. If you guys like this video, make sure to subscribe. Leave a comment down below if you guys are tailing. Make sure to join the Discord. Link in my YouTube bio. We post community slips. I got admins posting slips from all across the board. And very chill, relaxed community. We're almost at 100 members. Download Outlier. It is the smartest betting tool out there. My specific link is in the YouTube bio link as well. If you click that, it will support me. It's my specific unique link. I don't have like any referral code or anything. All you do is sign up through that link. 7-day free trial and $20 monthly after that. It is totally worth your money because I have been hitting at a pretty good rate lately with Outliers. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy this video, and we will see you guys on Saturday. Peace.